I can't believe that this is real, and I can't believe that I'm actually sitting here filming this video. Just because I've been talking about it for so freaking long, and I just held this in for so freaking long, it doesn't even feel real. Like, I feel like I shouldn't even be allowed to say half of this, just because that was what was drilled in my mind for the past 4 years. Hi guys, my name's Lauren Ramos. Today I present you with my long-awaited school storytime series. So a little bit about what I'm going to be talking about in this series. Alright, I feel like that is much better. So this is going to be kind of hard for me to talk about just because a lot of it is really fucked up. And basically the 3 videos I'm going to be covering in this series are the grand first one, which is this one, which is going to be all the up shit my school did to me, and it was just legally wrong. It was just morally wrong, and it was just straight up unfair. The second video is going to be the story time of the continuation of the friend that asked me for $3,000 because my school also told me that I couldn't post those videos while I still went to that school. And my third video, oh yeah, retelling a story of how I got jumped freshman year. I will get into all of it. I've already made that video, but it just didn't turn out the way I wanted, so I'm gonna be remaking it. But yeah, those are all of the videos you guys should be looking forward to. Make sure you turn my post notifications on if you want to be notified when these videos are uploaded, because these are gonna be the most deep, raw, intense, personal videos on my entire channel, and probably the videos that will help you understand me the best as a person and what I've been through, which will help you understand me, you know? Okay, so before the video starts, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can see when I upload there. And then make sure you guys follow my social media, because I also post updates on there, especially my finsta at ratedLAUR, because I post so much stuff on there and ask you guys so much stuff about what I should post and like what I'm doing, and you just get like a special inside scoop on there. And make sure you guys like this video if you want me to keep up the school storytime series, because if you guys don't really like it, then there's obviously no point to continue it. But we're just gonna hop into this grimy, disgusting, like terrible video, because I'm literally getting really bad anxiety just talking about it, because it just grinds my gears. It like hits something inside of me really different. So let's just begin talking about it. But honestly, I hope this stuff comes out. I hope you guys figure out what school I went to, even though I won't say it formally because of legal reasons. But I just hope that they like some consequence happens for the up way they treat their students. It is so bad. This video literally feels like an exposing video because of how much bad things that I have to talk about during this. Okay, so there's literally a long list of really messed up stuff that my school has done to me, but these are, I feel like, the key highlights of the shit I went through in my high school years. So the first situation I want to talk about is getting jumped. So I was a freshman in high school, and I had a friend group. They were all like cheerleaders because I was a cheerleader, so that's just kind of who I was put with. And one of the girls was a little bit off the rails, like, and now you can really tell that she's off the rails, but in the beginning, like, it was just when she was starting to get a little bit psychotic, but now she's just insane. So I was best friends with this girl, right? And then I don't remember, oh, I do remember what started it. So I had brown hair beginning of freshman year, and ever since I was in like 6th grade, I've wanted to dye it blonde. I don't know why. I just thought I would look better as a blonde. I think I look better as a blonde, at least. So I wanted to dye my hair blonde. So all the girls were very easily impressionable, because like, you're a freshman and like whatever you say, like, you're gonna go along with it, so you're not the target. I don't blame half of these girls for like going along with it, because I'm friends with half of them now. It was a long time ago. I'm over it. Like, don't think I'm talking crap about you. So basically she made a group chat with everyone in it but me, and she was my best friend at one point, so keep that in mind. And she sent a picture of me with like blonde highlights in my brown hair, and I made the caption like halfway to full blonde everyone, and she like mocked me or something in the group chat and said halfway to full blonde everyone, like trying to be like a funny, silly, quirky jokester. And everybody's like, ew, like gross, like just trying to like hop on the bandwagon to like fit in, because that's just what freshman girls in high school do. That's just how f***ed up it is. And all of a sudden it started to be a back and forth literal like war between me and this girl. Hey guys, so I just wanted to add in there that this was completely and utterly out of the blue. I did nothing to this girl. I don't know if it was jealousy or just the fact that she wanted drama, but she started this completely random. There was no build up to it. There was no argument before it. There was no grudges. She just randomly started attacking me in front of all my friends for no reason at all. Just want to make that crystal clear. And so what happened was everyone took her side and no one took mine, even though I did nothing wrong in the situation. I just wasn't very liked at that time, and I didn't have a strong group of friends. Like, I guess I was just the outcast friend most of high school until like junior year, conveniently the same time when I started social media. But basically everyone took her side and it was a full-on war of everyone against me, and I was the worst I've ever been. Like, I'd cry every single night. I'd eat lunch in the school bathroom just because they'd bully me so bad if I wasn't there, or if I was at the lunch table. So I just eat lunch in the bathroom, and I just do everything in my possible cost to avoid them. Now, eventually, like after a bunch of bullying and like all this other shit going back and forth, the girl who started it all, who got us all to hate each other, switched up on her whole group and came over to be friends with me. Why? I couldn't tell ya. So then me and this girl were really good friends. We were working together, we were hanging out and doing cheer together, and basically that is how things went. So fast forward to when cheer started. So she quit cheer because she had this image she wanted to portray of looking like a badass, and she wanted to walk up to the coaches and be like, I quit because everyone's fake, because someone snitched on like another girl for smoking weed or coming to practice high or something, which is totally understandable because someone could have got really hurt. But she wanted to look like a badass little bitch and walk up to the coaches and quit, so she did. And after that, we kind of distanced because she wasn't in cheer and I wasn't seeing her every day, and I was always busy with cheer. And then her boyfriend dumped her, and I was so there for her when her boyfriend dumped her. Like, I felt so bad for her. But after their relationship ended, he continued to use her just as like a hookup toy, like just use her whenever he wanted to like do the dirty business, you know what I mean? And so they weren't dating, but he was in my DMs calling me cute, calling me pretty, and all I would say is thanks. I wouldn't lead him on, I wouldn't flirt with him, I wouldn't do anything. All I would say is like, thank you, like I appreciate it or whatever, and that'll be the end of it. One night when they were hooking up, again not dating, she was going through his phone and she saw the DMs. And of course, as every girl in denial is, she got mad at me and not the boy who was DMing me. So she texted me the morning before school and she said, don't hit me up, we not cool anymore. And I responded with, okay, wasn't planning on it. And then I don't know what she said after that. It was kind of pointless. I was just like, okay, whatever, it's over. So I go into school that day, I'm with my friend trying to get work to my teachers, walking through homeroom, and this psychotic, crazy bitch throws a water bottle at me. A water bottle. Assaulted me. Like, if you were hitting another person with an object, without an object, physically, then you were assaulting them. So that is one count of assault already. And I got drenched. I was like, I just didn't want to be there. I was already having a bad day. I was covered in freaking water. Like, I was freezing. It was like, I don't even know when it was. It was just starting to be fall, I think. And so I go down to the guidance office and I say, can I please go home? Like, can my mom please pick me up? I don't want to be here. I don't feel comfortable being here. Like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I can't take this. And they told my mom that she can't come pick me up. Now, that was your first mistake. Name of my high school that I won't say because I don't want to get sued. But honestly, I hope this stuff comes out. I hope you guys figure out what school I went to, even though I won't say it formally because of legal reasons. But I just hope that they like some consequence happens for the up way they treat their students. It is so bad. This video is literally feels like an exposing video because of how much bad things that I have to talk about during this. Anyway, back to the story. So she assaulted me. I wasn't allowed to go home, so I just go about my day knowing that she was gonna pull another stunt. That's why I asked to go home. So everything's fine, the day's over, I'm all dry, and I'm walking out to my bus with my friends. This psychotic jumps on me from behind, like literally jumps like a baboon, and pulls my hair and starts like hitting me, like not even punching, like I don't even want to give her that much credit because it was terrible, but like hitting me. And I'm like, what the like, what is going on? And the only reason she jumped me at this time and place is because she knew that I was on the cheerleading team, and if I would have thrown any single punch or self-defense back, I would have got instantly kicked off the team, which is another up thing about my school. If you self-defend yourself, then you get consequences. But I don't know, just a little fishy to me. Anyway, so I got taken to the office and the principal basically said that she's suspended for 5 days, even though that's 2 counts of assault, enough to get her expelled. But for some reason, they just loved me not feeling safe in that school. So I left, I went home, it was whatever. I didn't get in trouble, nothing happened to me, I wasn't hurt. I went to cheer practice like normal, and obviously there was a video taken of it and it was going all around the school, but at that time no one was doing shit about it. No one cared if videos were being passed around. They only cared if videos were being passed around if I had something to do with it. But if it's anyone else, then they don't give a f. So basically, that was the first really screwed up thing that my school did to me. And I went to my guidance counselor and told her I would not feel safe in the school if this girl returned to school, because she was crazy and only getting crazier, and her mom was letting her get crazier, and it was just getting so out of hand. And she said she will be ultimately returning with a slick ass smile on her face. Like, you, everyone you work for, your county, your superintendent, everyone. And she literally said if the water bottle would have hit you, then she would have got expelled. But since it didn't hit you and you only got soaked and had to walk around in those wet ass clothes all day, we're not gonna kick her out. Just deal with it, baby girl. And I said, okay, what the fuck ever, whatever, and I got over it. Should have sued them because I literally asked to go home, but it's fine. Who cares? Whatever. So that's the first really screwed up thing that happened. The next really screwed up thing that happened to me at that school was when I got on tech suspension. Now, I got on tech suspension for literally no reason at all because of something with my YouTube or something like that. And they took away my right to have my phone in school. But guess what, slick? I still had my phone every single day. I just hid it really well. I gave it to my friends because I shouldn't have that right taken away from me. Like, just suspend me. Like a 3-day vacation would have been nicer. But basically, they would send principals and assistant principals into my classes to look for my phone, to spy on me to see if I had it, which is just another prime example of how bad they were out to get me. You guys don't know this, so this is gonna be kind of fresh information, and I'm gonna do a whole story time in this series, but I got suspended for posting a story time about a friend who used me for a car. So basically, they called me into the office and gave me a harassment charge because people were wearing my merch of the text of her asking for $3,000, and she was just extremely rude to me, extremely rude, like screaming in my face and telling me I had an attitude or whatever. Like, wouldn't you have an attitude too if you were told what you can and can't post on your YouTube channel? And ultimately she said, if you post any more videos about anyone in the school or anything to do with school, then we will kick you out. So let's get this straight. Let's make this clear as day. My school was allowed to tell me what I could and couldn't post on my YouTube channel. Let's say it together. Let's sing it. My school was allowed to tell me what I could and couldn't post on my YouTube channel. Imagine a world that fucked up. It's like, oh, you got jumped freshman year and assaulted and we wouldn't let you go home? That's not enough. Let's control your career too. The only thing that's gonna get you out of this shithole. Okay, so as you guys know, my classmates also contributed to this treating me like shit little pattern that we had going on here. And so they had some of the most brattiest as the yearbook committee, and basically they got to pick and choose whose senior quotes went in the yearbook. They didn't put mine in, not because mine was bad. Mine literally said, while you're in college, I'll be cleaning my room. Like, it was funny, it was a joke. And they didn't put my senior quote in. I paid $90 for that yearbook, $70 or $90 for that yearbook, and you're not gonna publish my quote in it just because you don't like me and you don't like what I do. What the f? is wrong with you? And then one of them had the nerve to Snapchat me and be like, oh, we didn't have a senior quote for you. I know damn well you did. Everybody watched me submit that. But it's fine. It's fine. It's just, I was so used to the pattern of being treated like crap at this school that I didn't even care. I was just like over it. I was mad at first. I was upset at first, but I'm over it now. So yeah.
They didn't put my quote in the yearbook.
What the
So now I want to touch on the key up part about this school. So we had a little mental health assembly, which is a joke because school is the place where your mental health does the absolute worst. So it very much contradicts itself, if you know what I'm saying. And basically, we had little pamphlets with all the suicide hotline numbers, and the suicide hotline number that was on our pamphlet, we called it, and it was a porn stripper hotline. So that just shows how seriously my school, the kids at it, and the staff takes mental health. So all of you. Another thing that I want to talk about that really bothered me, especially my senior year, is my teachers treating me different because of what I do and how I didn't plan to go to college. So my one teacher, my English teacher last year, which I'm not going to say her name, she would make the most smirky, rude comments in front of my entire class about YouTube, about my social media, about my opinions on things. Just totally inappropriate stuff to say in a school setting to me in front of everyone, repetitively, almost every day. And yeah, I just guess I really never did anything about it because I didn't let it bother me. But at the same time, if I would have done something about it, would anything have really happened? Like, based on past events, I knew wasn't gonna change, so whatever. And that's happened with a few different teachers, but my English teacher was definitely the worst of it. And towards the end of the year, she kind of warmed up to me, but during the school year, that was bad. But she said she was looking forward to my school story time, so hopefully you got what you wanted.
Okay, so another thing that I want to talk about is when I was a freshman and that down with me getting jumped, I had a social studies teacher, and the girl that jumped me happened to be really close with the social studies teacher, so he would give me unfair grades because of the beef between me and this girl. And he was like referred to as like the nicest, like coolest, dopest teacher, but like he would favoritize certain people and it would affect my grades, so that's cool.
Okay, so referring back to the f***ed up staff at my school, there is just one thing that you know about my school if you went to it. The front desk ladies are so mean, like brutally mean, not like rude, like they're so mean. Like they'll scream at you like they don't give a fuck. You can tell that they hate their jobs and they hate the family that they go home to. Like they're just so mean, and for no reason at all, like no reason at all. And same with the nurse staff. You could be throwing up, they will find every reason for you not to go home. And I literally can't believe I witnessed this, but I was in the nurse's office one time because I was actually really sick, and a kid left after saying his stomach hurt because they wouldn't let him go home, and the nurses were literally talking shit about him after he left, like, oh, he always wants to go home, like he's such a piece of worthless crap, like blah blah blah. I was like, this is a kid, like you have kids, why are you talking shit about kids? Holy jeez-o-weezer. Again, to go with the really mean staff, I was informed multiple times by multiple people the fact that teachers would talk crap about me in front of their entire classes, and it would get back to me always. And even in the halls, my friends would hear teachers, like literal grown, like 6-year-old, 5-year-old women, saying how they hated my channel and they hated my videos and they hated me as a person. Like, I'm a student. Like, focus on your withering relationship, not me. What the f? Another thing that I really wanted to touch on was the hierarchy of my school. Now basically what that means is the social pyramid of my school, because a lot of the stuff that I went through had to do with really people at my school. And so let's start with the core popular group. So basically, popularity at my school had nothing to do with looks. Like, it wasn't like the prettiest girls and the hottest guys. It had nothing to do with personality. Like, it wasn't like the funniest people or like anything like that. It was just a group of friends that started being friends in 6th grade, expanded their group a tiny bit. You had to be exactly the same as everyone in your group, and they would party together like every weekend and not invite anyone else and just look down upon anyone that wasn't in their group. Not everyone in the group would do that, but like the people that literally, like, you could tell who peaked in high school by who was thriving the most off this like tiny bit of high school popularity that they had. And so basically there were like the core group, like, of everyone that was completely the same, and then like just the normal people who didn't care, and then like the really weird kids who were just really annoying and would say weird things and make people uncomfortable, you know, blah blah blah. But I'd like to refer to myself as one of the people that just chilled there. Like, I wasn't in that group, so I wouldn't refer to myself as popular, but like everyone knew who I was, and like everyone was like mostly chill with me, except the people that just hated me just because of what I do and that I wear like nice things to school because I worked for my money. But my friend Jordan Beaver, which is one of my dearest friends, I remember one of the kids in the group had the nerve to call her irrelevant because she said it was dumb that there was 2 senior skip days instead of 1. Now, not only is he referring to himself as relevant, calling her irrelevant, but you are in a public school in Bel Air, Maryland. You don't even know what the term relevant and irrelevant means. So let's not misuse these terms. Everybody in that group went along to say that she didn't sacrifice anything to be in the popular group. So not only were they belittling her, but sacrificed something, and they referred to themselves as popular. Just shows you. My class was one of the most divided classes of all time. Like, all time. There was like that little group of like everyone that was exactly the same, like completely average looking, for some reason held themselves up so high. And like, I don't know, it's just that whole peaking in high school idea, like that they're gonna remember those 4 years as the best years of their life, and that's fine. But I want to look forward to like moving to LA and stuff and doing something else with my life other than just focusing it on high school popularity. I could give 2 less shits about that. I just think that the way that they treated people was really shitty and terrible, and I don't know, their glory's over now, so it doesn't really matter. Some of them were chill, like some of them you could talk to, but some of them were just so stuck up in their like peak. Like, it was so, I don't even know.
Okay, so another situation that I want to talk about involving the popular people was this one girl in that group. She actually ironically got named as the class clown of our senior class, but it was very ironic because she wasn't funny at all. Like, she was like the I'll quote a vine type of beat. Like, I'll wear like a horse outfit to school and be funny type of beat. And she quoted something on my Twitter. I don't even know how she found my Twitter because I didn't follow anyone from my school, like my social media Twitter, where I tweeted something that said like people like call Balenciagas ugly because they can't afford them or something like that. It was literally a joke, like it wasn't serious at all. And she quoted it and called me a bad person because I had nice things, and she's like, I'm gonna be a nice person and buy like stuff everyone can afford, blah blah blah. Even though nothing about me having nice things had to do with my quality of a person, which I didn't really get. And she would like make jokes about me in homeroom, like in front of all my friends, and be like, oh, for prom king and queen, I'm gonna nominate like the weirdest kid. And then she would say me to like put me on that same level as like someone else. And I was like, dude, like what? I like look at you. But yeah, I don't know. She thought she was like the comedic like genius, like Twitter god. And it's funny because she literally, at the Hershey Park senior trip we went on, she pretended that she was disabled so that she could get at the front of every line. But I'm the bad person. Honey. Yeah, baby girl. I'm the bad person. Okay, not to mention that since she was in that group, like, everybody was like, oh my god, Bro Scott, like, you really got her this time, girl. Like, and it was the dumbest, stupidest thing I've seen, I think, in my entire life. I literally lose brain cells from talking about it. But she really probably felt big and bad that day because she's like, oh my god, I just roasted Lauren Ramos. Like, I'm so cool.
But that's basically the majority of the really screwed up things that went on in my school, and just how they mistreated me and stuff like that.
I just wanted to add in there that this is definitely, like, I'm definitely not the only person that has gone through, like, really bad stuff at this school. Like, everyone knew, like, there were people getting bullied. There were people that were suicidal who would go to the counselor and go to the office every single day, and no one would do anything about it. So this isn't just, like, a pity call to me. It's basically just, like, a telling you guys what happened to, like, everyone and just how bad my school actually was. But I just, like, shared my personal experiences, so, yeah.
And were extremely rude to me and like singled me out always. I'm surprised they even let me do part-time because like they hated me and just did everything that they possibly could have to make me miserable. And one of the times where I got called into the office, oh, I'm so glad I just thought of this because this is something I wanted to add to the classmates part. So I had a fellow classmate that I've known for a couple years that was gay, and I had no problem with him being gay. Like literally everyone like hated him, but they didn't hate him because he was gay, but that was always his excuse. He just couldn't accept the fact that he was just a really terrible person. So he would literally blatantly make fun of people, put other people down, but at the same time he wanted nothing but love and acceptance back. And of course life just doesn't work that way. You get what you put out. So he didn't get treated the nicest, but that's because he treated everybody like total garbage. I literally have videos of him calling my friends and like makeup ugly and saying that like all this mean shit. So I received screenshots of him saying he wanted to bash my head into a brick wall until I bleed out because of the story time I posted about that girl that used me for money. And so I took these screenshots being as scared as I was because he was a very angry man. I took them to the office and of course the office did absolutely nothing about it. So that was fantastic. Absolutely nothing happened. No one was suspended. Just still had to face him in the hallway every day, knowing that he said he was literally gonna murder me, but it's fine, I guess. It's whatever. Just another cute little like my school type of beat, you know? And that pretty much covers all the ground. I don't know, just so much bullying and screwed up stuff happened and they just let everything slide, like literal assault charges. Like they let that slide. Like what the are you doing? I hate talking about this stuff. It makes me really uncomfortable, but at the same time I want to share my experiences with you in case you're going through anything similar, which I hope to God that you're not. But moral of the story, I just got treated really bad at that school, not only by like some of the students but especially the staff, which is mind-boggling. And the majority of it was definitely because I was a YouTuber and I wasn't going to college and taking the traditional way, and people don't like different, especially people that are closed-minded and have this mindset that only college and a 9-to-5 job is the only way that you're gonna succeed in this world. So yeah, I hope you guys got some enjoyment out of the shit that I had to go through because I sure as hell didn't, but I'm glad that I could share it with you and get deep with you on a level like this. I appreciate you guys. You guys have helped me through so much through all of this, and I couldn't be more thankful, but I'm just glad that I'm finally allowed to say what I want on here, which I should have been honestly been able to do all along, but it's fine. I can say it now, and this is my platform now. It's not controlled by any school staff telling me what to post. So yeah, again, this was really hard for me to talk about, so I hope that you got something good out of it. And the next 2 school story times are coming up soon, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next school story time. So see you. It's so hard to talk about. Bye.